Hello, my name is Jessica Clark, and I decided to make the course Essay Writing Basics, 5-paragraph essays, as my capstone project. I decided to make this course because I'm an English language teacher, and I work a lot with teenagers and young adults with writing specifically, because many learners of English have possibly never needed to write an essay in English, or they have never written an essay at all. And many schools abroad don't often teach students how to write 5-paragraph essays specifically, or even what they are. So this course was made to address that. The age range of the learners for this course is high school and university age. Some students will still be in high school. Some are wanting to apply to university. So this is meant to help prepare them for the university application essays as well, or language exam essays. And some students will be in university right now. And so because of that, they might need some extra help of knowing what they're supposed to be doing when they're submitting these essays. Now, this course uses andragogy a lot because even though the students are teenagers, they're closer to the adult style learning than the children's style learning, because they're self-motivated. They have a reason why they're wanting this course in the first place, and they're more able to regulate their own time. They have their own responsibilities, and so this course is made for them so they know exactly what they're getting out of it, and everything's explained in advance of this is what you're doing and why. This course is also utilizing different active elements, which we will get into in a few minutes. And the course is focused on one terminal objective, which is by the end of the course, you will be able to create a 5-paragraph academic essay outline in the correct structure, including introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion, thesis statement, and topic sentences. And inside that objective, there are 4 learning objectives, which are identify different elements of 5-paragraph essays, write a thesis statement, write effective topic sentences that relate back to the thesis statement, and outline a 5-paragraph essay. The outline is part where they'll be able to see the structure of it, and then that way they'll be able to replicate that as they move forward. So as we move on to looking at our assessments, let me skip by our syllabus here. There are various assignments for this topic. As far as yes, there you go, assessments. So for the learning objective about thesis statements, that's learning objective number 2, there's going to be an assignment as a discussion board that they actually need to practice making that. And they'll help each other and give feedback to their peers to both strengthen their own understanding of it and also help others, so that more knowledgeable others can also assist in this as well with some scaffolding. And there's another discussion as well about topic sentences. So they'll repeat the same idea and build on their previous thesis statement by making more topic sentences to help slowly build their outline. Then there will be a quiz. The quiz is at the end of modules 1 and 2. And it is meant to encompass the learning material of the elements of 5-paragraph essays, which addresses learning objective number 1. And then there's a final assignment of an outline, and all of these elements together will provide information enough for the students to be able to build that outline and then submit it as their final summative assessment of their understanding of these paragraphs and this way of building an essay. Throughout the course, there's going to be different levels of engagement. So the module 1, of course, will have the discussion board, and there's going to be a discussion in every some kind of discussion in every module to help get them the social cognitivism and social constructivism aspect, so that they together can help each other learn and also get that feedback, not only from a teacher directed, but from a student to student, more knowledgeable other direction. And included in our objectives, we also have activities. So Module 1 will have flashcards and an ungraded quiz to help students understand what thesis statements are, and introduction paragraphs as well, which they can use as they complete the assignment, which is the discussion for Module 1. In Module 2, they will also have an activity to practice topic sentences, which is an ungraded quiz to practice topic sentence arrangement. So they need to put them in order so that they know where it should logically go. And then that is before they create their topic sentences in the assessment. And since it's the end of Module 1, there will be a set of flashcards for them to review to remember all the things that they've been learning throughout the last 2 modules. And then the final assessment of the quiz, which they can take as many times as they would like, so that they can make sure they're really understanding it, because the purpose of this whole course is for them to leave knowing that they know what to do. And in Module 3, their majority of their time is going to be spent making these outlines, especially because it's the first time that many of them may have made these outlines. I wanted to give them a little bit more time and not as many things to have to complete during that week, because it might take them a little longer. There's a forum where they can ask for help from me and from others. And then there's a place to submit their final outline. In the modules themselves, you can see that they're organized so this way, so that they're learning about essays, the introductions and the thesis statements, and the activities embedded in the introduction module, which was built in Articulate. We'll load in a second. There we go. And I can click start and move on. Then they have the discussion. Here we'll go over the body paragraphs and conclusions, and they'll have discussions, activities, and their lessons are all marked and separated with indentation. And here's the quiz. And then finally, Module 3 will have the final assignment being an outline. This course was also run through a Quality Matters review to make sure that everything in the course was clear and built to the high standard it could be. Most areas came out okay. Some areas needed a little bit more improvement or weren't applicable. So because of that, they might need some kind of improvement, such as the links to campus policies. For instance, this is not connected to a campus, and right now it's not connected to anything because it's unpublished. So right now there's nothing there. Additional research is needed for policies for technology tools because I only saw this recently, so I'm going to need to do some more research on that. And there aren't any slideshows that are posted outside of videos, which is why I wrote this as not applicable as well. But generally, in my opinion, everything seemed okay throughout that. And throughout the design process, I found that it was a really interesting thing to be able to learn. It challenged me to create this, but it was a good process, and I'm satisfied with the result. I think that I would definitely repeat this again, and I've learned a lot throughout the course. And I would probably, in repeating this, include more evaluation as I was going along, and as I include that habitually as a moment to stop, reassess, and evaluate what I was doing and what I was going through. So I chose understanding by design originally as my process, but I didn't return as often as I should have to assess how the project was going and what I was doing throughout. So that needed to happen more and will happen more in the future. And I wish I would have had time to make more in authoring software like Captivate or Articulate, because I think that it would have looked a little more professional had I done so. But I tried to make it look as professional as I could without that, because many courses are built without those kinds of bigger systems. However, they just look better when you use an authoring software. Overall, that's my course, and let me know what you think, and thank you.